when you didn't know what you were going to expect when you landed at Normandy, of course, but this was in July, I mean, long past the D-Day itself, and it was as peaceful as a picnic, really. It was amazing. The sand had been dressed with a very large wire mesh curtain over its surface so that it would take vehicles, beautifully thought out. When we got up to the top of the landing ramp, we were somewhere near Aix-sur-Mer or some little village, and when you consider the amount of damage that the bombardment had done, it didn't look as though it had received all that amount of trouble. We were on Juno beachhead, which I'm happy to say was behind the 2nd Canadian Division. I wouldn't like to have been in front of them. And when we got up the top, believe it or not, there was the Army Catering Corps there handing into our vehicles mugs of tea to welcome us. Well, I'm blessed, you know, this is amazing. We had a long drive then to a place called Douvres de la Deliverande, where we were in a farmyard complex, I suppose about 5 miles from Douvres, and this was a huge area surrounded by a large Normandy brick wall with a lovely little Normandy cottage in the corner, which was a farmhouse, and it looked as though it had come straight from the Cotswolds, really. It was a pretty little place, but the window frames were hanging out of the windows, the door had been blown in, and it had suffered a lot of damage, and there'd obviously been a tank battle just outside because there were 2 Sherman tanks burnt out by the side, and there were the graves of 4 German soldiers in the side. One of them was a Feldwebel, a sergeant major, and we looked at those and thought, hello, hello. All the time you could hear this rumble of guns not so far away, and occasionally there was the plop of mortar shells landing somewhere near. And then we were unfortunate enough to hear a bit of machine gun fire too. So we weren't altogether happy with the place that they put us, considering we were with a hospital unit.